Evening and welcome to the May 7th, 2025 Penfield Town Board Legislative Meeting. Councilman Berry, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Will the clerk please read the roll?
Berry.
Here.
Lee. Here. Leenhouts.
Here.
Ockenden.
Here.
Teglash.
Here.
All right, before we get started, we have some neighbors here to celebrate this evening. Our first proclamation will be read by Councilman Ockenden, celebrating the creation of the environmental conservation easement at 1775 Kennedy Road. I'd like to invite the neighbors up to celebrate with a photo in just a moment. I'll let Bob read the proclamation.
All right, I'm pleased to present this evening. Whereas the Town of Penfield is excited to announce the creation of an environmental conservation easement at 1775 Kennedy Road in partnership with Monroe County. And whereas the environmental conservation easement will preserve and protect a 76-acre parcel at 1775 Kennedy Road, owned by Monroe County, ensuring that this green space is safeguarded for current and future generations. And whereas the establishment of this easement will allow the land to remain in its natural undeveloped state, supporting biodiversity, native habitats, and open space preservation. And whereas the success of this effort was made possible through the persistent advocacy, dedication, and engagement of area residents who recognize the importance of protecting this parcel. And whereas their unwavering commitment to environmental stewardship and community collaboration is to be commended and serves as an example of civic involvement. And whereas this achievement reflects the power of collective action and what can be accomplished when residents, local government, and partners work together towards a shared vision. So now, be it resolved, the Penfield Town Board is honored to recognize the establishment of an environmental conservation easement and celebrate the importance of teamwork and community. This is dated May 7th, 2025, and signed by Jeff Leenhouts, Town Supervisor, and Town Board members Kevin Berry, Candace Lee, Bob Ockenden, and Linda Teglash.
All right. So I think this is worthy of a picture, right, Chris?
We can just come right up in here because we're a small enough group and we can see in the background. All right, if everyone just takes, we just need one step together here. So, yeah, Linda, come on. Don't be shy, all right? There you go. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Take 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Well, that was fun. At the end of April, we had our Arbor Day celebration, an electric car show at Penfield Community Center, where we recognized our mayor's Monarch Pledge and proclaimed April 26th Arbor Day in the town of Penfield. And Town Clerk will include that proclamation in the minutes for the record, please. Special thanks to Color Penfield Green. It was a great community partner in the Arbor Day and the EV show. Couple more things. We had a great event, the groundbreaking of Clark House, the Alpheus Clark House yesterday. I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but the weather cooperated, which was awesome. It doesn't always happen here, so we were all very pleased with the weather. And we have a lot of events coming up. It's kind of exciting this type of year. The rec department gets hopping, and including all that we have going on, we have PenFest coming up. If you're not aware, you should be. It's coming up, I believe, May 30th, Friday. And this is the big event hosted by the Penfield Business Chamber. Do you want to say a couple words about it? Sure. Briefly? You can come right up to the mic and...
Here?
Sure.
Have a seat. Yeah.
Yeah. So you changed the location this year.
Yes, thank you, Jeff. We have changed the location. We're at Harris Whalen Park, right across from Wegmans in Penfield. And we did that because we've expanded. And so we're proud to say it's our 5th year. And it is the biggest fundraiser the Chamber does. And you might want to ask what we do with that money. We, right now, are starting a scholarship to students at Penfield High School. And we're also going to have a banner at the baseball field. And PenFest, we had this fabulous raffle, and 50% of it is going to go to Penfield Hope. And this year, we are also hoping, if anyone has any spare shoes in his or her closet, our goal is to fill up a Volvo with Souls for Souls. And the town has been nice enough to let us keep a box out there, and we're doing that in coordination with Volvo. So right now, we're going to have a bounce house for children. Am I talking too much?
No.
Okay, so a bounce house for the kids, and then this year we have a toddler bounce house, and we're also going to have a Humvee, because I think a lot of little people would like that. So we've got right now about 40 vendors, and we're still looking for vendors, and we're still looking for raffle prizes, if anyone would like to donate that. And other than that, it's a great thing. It's a lot of work, as all of us know, and the Penfield Business Chamber is very proud to do this for the town, and we're also celebrating our 5th year.
Awesome.
Pardon me?
Time.
Oh, thank you. My cohort back there, Lori. It's 4 o'clock to 8. It's at Harris Whalen Park. And we're going to have lots of food vendors and lots of good stuff. So we hope to see everybody there. And please don't forget your shoes. Thank you.
Thanks, Daria.
Thank you.
I can attest, it is a lot of fun if you haven't.
Me too.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's been great.
All right. I'm not sure if I'm actually getting out of order here, but I want to invite Barbara Quinn up to talk about a special event that's come. I can't believe it's been a year.
So many clothes. And of course, I'm Miss Brooks from the Dayton's Corner Schoolhouse. I started teaching when I was 16, and I've been there for 60 years now. That was typical of the teachers back in the one-room schoolhouse, and they would never marry. And thank you, and good evening. I am Barbara Quinn, AKA Miss Brooks, the proud coordinator of Penfield's historic 1857 Dayton's Corner Schoolhouse Museum. And this year we are celebrating the school's 160, let's see, who wants to do the math? If we started 1857 and we are now 2025.
That's a lot of years.
67 years, right. You want to do the math on that, Miss Amy?
I was writing, but what was...
Never mind.
When did it start?
No, never mind.
No. When was the first year?
1857.
Oh, boy,
Yeah.
okay.
43.
That's 100.
168.
How about that? Now, Mr. Supervisor and town board members, please sit up straight and tall. Feet flat on the floor and hands clasped in front of you so I can see where your hands are. Last week you brought those frogs in the classroom, and yeah, Amy didn't like it. You put it in her desk. But put your listening ears on and pay attention. And I'm pleased to come before you to tell you about Another successful year at Dayton's Corners Schoolhouse with over 30 classes of fourth graders visiting, and those who come are always so appreciative of what we do, what we offer, and they're so attentive to our presentations. And I'm also here to invite you, everyone, to our annual Dayton's Corners Pie Social, and with free pony rides for the kids to be held on Sunday afternoon, June 1st, from 2 to 4. It's always the first Sunday in June. I know that we sort of bump into St. Rita's maybe. I think they might have their festival and maybe Fairport Days, but so be it. It's such an enjoyable and relaxing step back into history. And by the way, I checked the Farmer's Almanac and tells us that we will be in the 70s and only a 10% chance of rain. We pray for no rain. After many years of having very successful and well-attended events, I've been again ordered extra pies, cookies, and brownies from Baker Street Bakery, and thank you to Penfield residents Bill and Mary Ellen Leonardo. I'm so happy that people from all over the community come to enjoy all the pies and the cookies and the lemonade and the pony rides, music, playground equipment, tours of the school, and informative conversations with the teachers. I'm so very proud of our many teachers who tirelessly volunteer their time, talents, and expertise to teach the fourth graders who come to Dayton's Corners School. Our teachers work hard to bring the true flavor of 1857 one-room schoolhouse to life, and we teachers learn something new every year. We're always looking for more teachers and helpers to join us at Dayton's Corners Schoolhouse Museum. So if you're interested, please contact me. And I'd like to certainly thank our board liaison, Kevin Berry, who's been in contact with me many times about the school and supports the historic Penfield landmark. And hopefully we can get him to join us and Mr. Supervisor, cutting of the pies. You're going to be in town though, aren't you, Amy?
I am
Maybe
going
you can come and cut pies too.
Sounds
Okay.
I won't make the pieces too big this year, I promise.
You have to make sure you cut more than you eat. But join us in the cutting of the Pie Social. We always thank Kathy Knauer for her continuing contact with me and coming and working the Pie Social, and also help on a day-to-day basis. We invite board members to come on that day, and thank you, friends. So don't forget Sunday, and I did put a flyer at your place, Sunday, June 1st from 2 to 4 for the annual Pie Social at Dayton's Corners Schoolhouse. Thank you.
Barbara, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to communications and announcements. Give you a minute, Barbara, to sneak out if you want. All right, communications and announcements. I'll start with Councilwoman Teglash, please.
Come and join the Penfield Trails Committee on May 10th at 9 a.m. for an enjoyable guided hike at Harris Whalen Park, located at 2126 Penfield Road. If you're a nature enthusiast who loves exploring beautiful woods and learning about glacier geology, then this event is perfect for you. Our knowledgeable guide will provide you with a wealth of information. History will point out the different varieties of plants and bushes and trees. I've gone on his hikes, and they're very informative. The event is free, but you need to register in advance. To reserve your spot, please visit Penfield Recreation's official website at penfieldrec.org or call 585-340-8655. And I checked the weather, not the Farmer's Almanac, but I did check the weather, and Saturday it's supposed to be 68 and a beautiful day. Perfect day for a hike.
Thank you. Councilman Ockenden, please.
Thank you. Attention golfers and community members, get ready for the 33rd Annual Charity Golf Tournament at Shadow Lake. It'll be held on Monday, June 16th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. This is sponsored by the Penfield Parrington Kiwanis Club, the Penfield Rotary Club, and the Town of Penfield. The purpose of this charity tournament is to generate funds to assist those in our community, especially children who find themselves in need of food, shelter, comfort, and healing. What's unique about this tournament is that 100% of the net funds raised will go directly to those in need. So grab your golf clubs and join us for a day of fun, networking, and philanthropy. To register as a sponsor or a golfer, please visit www.penfieldparringtonkiwanis.org. /golf tournament. Don't miss this chance to make a difference in the lives of those in our community. And also, special Saturday brush drop-off. The Town of Penfield's hosting a free brush drop-off this Saturday, May 10th, from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 2143 Gloria Drive. This is a great weekend opportunity to dispose of any branches or shrubs you may have accumulated over the winter months. And just a reminder, what is accepted are branches, shrubs, but what's not accepted is large tree stumps, leaves, grass clippings, concrete, or other debris. There'll be no contractor drop-off unless they are accompanied by the resident that they're doing the work for. For further details, contact the Department of Public Works at 340-8710. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Lee, do you have any?
Yes. Open burning of any kind is not allowed in the town of Penfield. This includes leaves, brush, construction debris, garbage, and rubbish. Recreational fires are permitted, but must only burn clean, seasoned firewood and be attended for recreational purposes. Please keep the fire at most 3 feet in diameter and 2 feet in height. For more information, you can contact our fire marshal. And as a reminder, the town offices and the town itself will be closed on May 26th in observance of Memorial Day.
Thank you. Councilman Barry?
Thank you. So along those same lines, the town of Penfield is honored to announce its annual Memorial Day Ceremony of Remembrance taking place on Monday, May 26 at 10:30 a.m. at the Penfield Amphitheater located at the heart of Veterans Memorial Park at 3100 Atlantic Avenue behind the town hall. This solemn and poignant ceremony is dedicated to paying tribute to our brave veterans who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. It will feature a variety of fitting and heartfelt tributes, including the traditional presentation of roses, where members of our community honor and remember fallen military personnel with a rose placed on Veterans Memorial Monument Stone. To participate in the presentation of roses during the Memorial Day Ceremony of Remembrance, please contact Sabrina at 340-8651 to reserve your rose honoring a fallen military member. For more information about the event, please visit our website at www.penfield.org/Memorial Day. Also, the Penfield Players Spring performance of The Trip to Bountiful by Horton Foote will open Monday, May 9th for 7 performances at the Penfield Community Center. Shows will begin at 7:30 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, May 9th, 10th, 16th, 17th, 23rd, and 24th. There will be a matinee performance on Sunday, May 18th at 2 p.m. Advanced tickets can be purchased through the Penfield Recreation Office, online at penfieldplayers.org, or on the night of the performance.
Thank you, Kevin. Barbara, I want to thank you for the cookies if I didn't thank you before. I keep staring at it, actually. Okay. Next item on the agenda
I
is
have one
public- yeah.
announcement.
Oh, sorry, Amy. I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's a very important one. Please mark your calendars for our free rabies immunization clinic, scheduled for Saturday, June 14th, from 10 to 12 p.m. in the Department of Public Works Sewer Department. As always, free rabies vaccines are for cats and dogs ages 3 months and older, and they will be given to, as I said, your pets free. Dogs must be leashed, and cats must be in a sturdy pet carrier upon arrival. This year, something special we haven't done before, dog owners can also renew or apply for a dog license at the clinic. Of course, you will need to pay for that. Protect your pets and help keep our community safe. Thank you to our partners at Monroe County Health Department and Fairport Animal Hospital, and we hope to see you there. That's it.
Thanks, Amy. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Anybody sign up for public participation today?
Yes. Kevin Lockhart?
How you doing, Kevin?
I guess so, yeah. How long is it? 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Do you still do the call-in?
Yes.
Sorry if I'm talking too loud. Do you still do the call-in? That's amazing. I can't believe you guys do that. That's just asking.
Can we start the clock, please?
This is a tremendous privilege to be here. I don't have anything written, so forgive me if I'm a little just riffing. But I'm coming in from Webster today, and rarely does my attention get drawn to other districts across Monroe County, unless you're just making an absolute catastrophe of the town. It's really astonishing what is happening in Penfield with, you know about this miracle of equalized tax levies? So are you not talking back today? Last time we were chatting. We're not doing that today?
Yeah, it's not a back and forth.
It's not now? Okay, because I really enjoyed that about you guys. All right. I pay equalized tax levies in Webster. So I'm paying taxes, is my understanding. I'm not being a tax expert, but my understanding is that coming in from Webster, I pay equalized taxes towards Penfield, towards the school district having the different codes in the assessor's book. And one thing that I think I'm concerned about and other people are concerned about, that we've spoken about and other people have spoken about much more eloquently than me, is the overdevelopment occurring in Penfield. You guys added another, was it a 6th commercial zone? And that was to make a Costco or something. You guys still planning on making a Costco? So you got the whole YMCA area was so beautiful, and now it's just turned into a concrete parking lot. We're losing the field in Penfield and turning it into more like Penn concrete or something, Penn sidewalk or something like that. I was kind of, one of the reasons I came here today also is because I'm kind of miffed about what you guys turned your school district into. And of course, you might think, well, why are you talking to the town about this? Why wouldn't you go to the school district? It's because they're so absolutely unhinged that they're completely hostile towards taxpayers, towards residents. These people are paying a property tax like something like 63% towards the school district for these radicals to come in and post communist fists on the door, give the kids filthy materials in the school libraries that should be age restricted, and it's not even an issue. It wasn't, because we could just talk about any issues that we have as a community. We could just go to the public forums and discuss it, but then they shut down the public forums. And they are threatening me. Their law firm is threatening me. I think this is relevant, by the way. If you're zoning out this, I would be saying this to the school board, but it's come to this where I have to come and actually address the town and the taxpayers, because the overdevelopment, the radicalization and politics in the school district, Penfield has become somewhat of a national embarrassment. And now you have these activists in the school district just turning everything upside down, making it so that citizens and taxpayers can't go and speak. You guys are over here doing the whole, like, I'm not racist thing. And it's just like, Penfield used to be a really nice place. And now it's like an embarrassing, it's kind of embarrassing. And it really is. It's kind of embarrassing. I'm so glad I live in the village of Webster. And not to say there's not a lot of great things to compliment you about and say about you all, but I'm very, very concerned about the radicalization, the communist fists in the school board. I don't want to pay equalized tax levies. I'm going to go to my village, because I happen to live in the village, go to my village, which is the true privilege, by the way, is having the ability to vote in local elections like this, like town and village elections, because people think that property value is how we measure everything in terms of like who's good, who's bad, who's on the right side, who's on the wrong side. But the reality is we have so many elected seats compared to other wards. For example, in the city of Rochester, there's 50,000 people living in the 19th ward or something like that, maybe like 22,000. And they have one commissioner who works for the city representing them. It's just, this is a real privilege. So right now, a real low point for Penfield, the town of Penfield, the Penfield School District, in my opinion. But one person or their law firm, the threats they're making, I had to document the interaction that the school district was engaging me in, that you guys are funding through the assessor's office, as a suspicious incident with the sheriffs. I was going to press charges on them, right, because of how insane that those people are. It's so insane that I had to come here and address the town board because this whole town is in shambles, and I'm not going to pretend that it's not.
Kevin, I'm going to need to stop you.
It's a long 5 minutes.
The 5 minutes, but I do also need to ask
Oh, sure,
you,
yeah.
because I couldn't really read your writing.
Yeah.
Could you spell your last name?
Lockheart.
And the address is at 100-2 Kittleberger Park?
It is, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right,
Thanks,
thank you.
Kevin. Anybody else?
That's all I got.
Okay. Think I have any call-ins? All right. So we'll move on to approval of the minutes, I believe. So I have a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion for approval of the minutes.
There's two sets
second.
there.
That'll be, yeah, I'll make the motion for both April 2nd and April 23rd.
I'll second both.
Okay.
Barry?
Aye.
Lee?
Aye.
Leenhouts?
Aye.
Ockenden?
Aye.
Teglash?
Aye.
5 ayes.
All right, next item is petitions. I don't think we have any. All right, we'll move on to the resolutions.
Authorization for supervisor to sign a license and hold harmless agreement to allow a footbridge within a storm sewer easement at 138 Timberline Drive.
Hi. Sorry, Jeff, I know I do this all the time, but it takes me such a long time to process, especially when
You're good.
something crazy happens. But before we go into the resolutions by function, I'm sorry, Jeff, would you entertain, before we actually start the business of the night, for public participation to talk about how Penfield still is a good town and all the good that we are trying to do? Was there anybody from the Kennedy Road cohort that wanted to say anything at all during public participation before we go to your resolution tonight, numbered 102?
Thanks, Candace.
I'm sorry, Jeff. Do you
No,
mind
don't
if I?
be
I'm so
sorry.
sorry to take us backwards. I'm
No,
sorry
you're
if we.
good.
Thank you.
No, I don't think that's taking us backwards at all. Hi, I'm Kara Veeder. I live on Kennedy Road. The Town of Penfield and the Penfield Board has been working really hard this last year to listen to actual resident concerns, specific and backed with scientific data. When we first came to them asking for this particular parcel on our land to be protected and not to be used as a brush dump, nobody really knew what to do with that, kind of including our residents, though we were trying to learn really fast. And I remember in those early days that Candace and Linda and, well, the whole board really kind of said, well, we don't know, we have to learn. We all have to learn about this. And I think we all did learn. We learned, the residents did their due diligence. We worked with county executives. We worked with the town board. And everybody kind of was brave enough to change their opinions because they came in, we all did, not really knowing, and we all learned from each other and with each other, and through that we were able to establish this conservation easement for 76 acres on Kennedy Road for 40 years. And that's fragile land that is now not going to be developed. It's not going to be utilized to store buses. It's not going to be used for a brush dump. It's going to be allowed to heal. And that's what we've worked really, really hard for. So I think it's very important that we remember that facts still really matter, and science still really matters, and equality really matters, and listening to each other, though we're different in opinions and political persuasions, is essential. And it's happening in Penfield. I mean, I really believe it's happening in Penfield because it's happening here. I mean, you read the proclamation and I cried because I didn't think a year ago we were going to be doing that. And so it's amazing. So that's what I have to say. So I think, can things always get better? Yeah, sure they can. And are there always going to be things that are disrupting things? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that the work doesn't continue and that good people aren't working hard to do good. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Lori Kuhnman, and I live on Kennedy Road. And I just wanted to say a personal thank you to all of you for what you did. You walked the property, you spoke to us, and you did the due diligence. And I don't think there's a better example of government and people in the community, in the town, coming together for a common good. And I just wanted to express that personally to all of you, and hats off to you. You did it.
We did
Thank
it.
you.
We did it. Thank you. Thank you all.
Okay.
Come on.
You're good.
I'm Robert Veter. I live on Kennedy Road. And I had much less to do with this than my wife did. But I want to recount some of this experience because when we first heard about what was happening with that parcel, I was out mowing the lawn. And my wife, Kara, came all fired up and said, "You won't believe what they're going to do." And I will tell you, the very first thing that went through my head was, well, I mean, there's nothing we can do about that, really, you know. We can fight them, but we're going to lose, you know. And she said, well, let's go out and paper the neighborhood. And so her and several other activists on the road got together, and we went out and papered the neighborhood. And I drove around with my wife going, I'm going to go knock on doors and hand out flyers, even though this isn't going to do any good, you know. That's just sort of how my experience has been with government for most of my life, you know. And then there was a meeting at the firehouse, and we all went in. It was like an old movie where everybody's all fired up. The place was probably packed beyond capacity. I won't say anything about that. But and like people were yelling and raging and mad, and I thought, well, this is all fun and exciting. It's probably not going to do any good. And then things started happening, and I started hearing that there were board meetings my wife was going to and other people were going to, and then there were text messages happening and between you guys and everybody, and slowly but surely they made me a convert. I started believing that actually local activism can work, and that's because of you guys. So that really changed how I see the world. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
As I don't see any others, thank you, Supervisor.
Yeah.
I'll now make the motion to move 25T-100.
I'll second that.
Thank you. By this resolution, the supervisor would be authorized to sign a license to hold harmless for a footbridge within a storm sewer easement. It's been reviewed with the town attorney and the engineer to permit the portion of the footbridge to encroach into the town sewer easement. We'll move the rest as written.
Barry?
Aye.
Lee?
Aye.
Leenhouts?
Aye.
Ockenden needed to leave. And Teglash.
Aye.
4 ayes. Acceptance of a donation of pre-owned office furniture for use at Penfield Town Courts.
So moved.
Second.
So happy to report that Town Justices Mully and Metzler, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Judge. I'm going to need a bail attorney. So Judge Metzler, who are also both previously town council persons, they've secured a donation of furniture for use at the Penfield Town Court. We will gladly accept, and this resolution is to authorize receipt.
Okay.
Vote, please.
Barry?
Aye.
Lee?
Aye.
Leenhouts?
Aye.
Teglash?
Aye.
4 ayes. Authorization to execute a conservation easement on Monroe County-owned property located at 1775 Kennedy Road.
So moved.
Second.
And while this resolution is read, if I can please ask the Kennedy Road good neighbors to stand in recognition. I'll ask PCTV for the camera to be off of me for the reading and focused on the residents, please. Whereas the County of Monroe owns a parcel in the town of Penfield, commonly known as 1775 Kennedy Road. Our residents are present tonight. It is deemed not suitable for public access or use. The county and town wish to preserve and protect the environmental conservation of the property by entering into an environmental conservation easement agreement attached hereto as Attachment A. The Monroe County Legislature Environment and Public Works Committee has reviewed the agreement and issued a positive referral. By this resolution, the town board of the town of Penfield hereby authorizes the supervisor to sign this agreement. We thank Dondorfer, County Legislator Paul Dondorfer, for his work as well in facilitating this agreement. We're all so pleased by the collaboration with the residents, the town, the county, as well as the state, to do what's good for the area, our community, and the neighbors for decades. And we hope that your children standing here long after we're gone can continue the conservation as well, and they can take it up with the town board at that time. So by this, the supervisor will be authorized to sign the agreement. Thank you all.
Barry.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Leenhouts.
Aye.
Teglash.
Very happy to say aye.
4 happy ayes.
Very happy.
Authorization to purchase a 2025 GNSS system for surveying and mapping.
I'm going to pause just for a moment in case anybody wants to take a break or so. The rest of the agenda is pretty boring.
It'll be quick, though.
Thank you. Have a good night. Moved as written.
Second.
Barry.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Leenhouts.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
4 ayes. Authorization for release of a sanitary sewer easement located at Stafford Park, 1918 Jackson Road.
Moved as written.
Second.
Barry.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Leenhouts.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
4 ayes. Awarding a contract for the construction related to the upgrade of Empire Pump Station 1.
Moved as written.
Second.
Barry.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Leenhouts.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
4 ayes. Authorizing the Department of Public Works to consider waiver requests related to Chapter 180 sewer.
Moved as written.
Second.
Barry.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Leenhouts.
Aye.
Teglash.
Aye.
4 ayes.
Okay, I think that's it.
There is one item.
There is, I'm sorry, I had an addition, deletion to the agenda. I'm so sorry. 25T-107 as new business, please.
Okay, and I'm going to add that for the additions and deletions
Yes.
way back after public participation, but I do need somebody to
motion.
second it.
Second.
Okay,
Vote.
hold on. 1 second. No vote for that. Let's see. Okay, now go ahead, Supervisor. Mentioned old business.
Yeah, I don't think anything else.
No,
Any,
we have new business after old
So
business.
the item that was just added,
Yeah.
so now we gotta.
Do the new
Yeah.
business. And there's no old business. Okay, so new business, 25T-107, authorization to settle Indus Panorama Trail, Inc. tax certiorari proceedings.
Moved as written.
Second.
Barry,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Leenhouts,
aye.
Teglash,
Aye.
4 ayes.
Okay, I think that is it. That concludes tonight's legislative agenda. Our next town board meeting, legislative meeting is June 4th, 2025. And I declare this meeting over.
At 7:09.
Thank you.